Hello and welcome to February's Book of the Month video party. And February's book was The Power is Within You by Louise Hay. This book is incredible. I really enjoyed the beginning of the book more so than the end. It was really spoke to me at the beginning. I love it. It touches base actually of what I do with my clients. So that was really nice to have like a little, it was just nice to see it in Louise Hay's writing and ideas as well. I'm going to share a couple things that I loved about the book, and then I'm not going to waste too much time here, and I'm going to announce March's book of the month. So one of my biggest takeaway from this book, other than loving a good chunk of it, it really just reminded me of things I already knew, and just even took me deeper into my own self-love journey. And one thing that was really important to remember, and actually it was one of the most amazing things, is I got this book thinking, oh, if I read it and have it as a book of the month, other people will benefit from it because it's the self-love club for moms. Later on I read, or actually it was into only page 42, that Louise Hay said, she's always loving herself more. Just because we love ourselves, we're happy with where we are, we can love ourselves even more every day. So that was I needed to hear that. I needed to remind myself, or be reminded, that we can always grow and love ourselves deeper and more fully. But one of my most amazing takeaways was this, is that when you meditate, ask yourself, what is it that I need to know? Listen. And I was like, what is it I need to learn? And what is the lesson in this? So when life is happening, or even just what I've been doing is when I meditate, I ask myself that question, or even I meditate, and then when I journal right after, I ask myself that question, what is it I need to know right now? And then it's like, if things show up in your life, what lesson? That's actually a big one I've been using for when my son still has sleeping through the night. So it's, what lesson do I need to learn through this? Like, what do I need to learn so I can move on and he can start sleeping through the night? And so far I've discovered that it is me really working on myself at, like, not my worst, but my most sleep deprivation self. So then when I get back to sleeping, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a powerhouse to be reckoned with. And so I'm working on like really little sleep. And I'm just really fine tuning my own practices, working out, eating healthy, meditating, yoga, like all those things, affirmations, and journaling. Journaling has become a big part of my life again, and becoming more consistent. So that was one of my biggest things that I've incorporated into my own practices, is really ask myself. And sometimes it might feel like you don't know what it is you need to learn. And it's really just being okay, and nothing's coming up. It's like, I don't know, or I don't know right now. And then like all of a sudden things just come pouring out. I've had some really incredible experiences meditating and then asking myself, what do I need to know today? Or what is it that I need to know? So that is one of the biggest takeaways I've had. Also, she has some really cool resources at the back. So she has meditations for personal healing. And I thought that was pretty cool. So she actually walks you through different meditations. So, and I love it that she's like, her hope is that we share in groups. So I think today I was going to mark which ones, so I didn't have to go through the pages, and I forgot. I don't want to do one that's too long. Okay. I'm going to do this one. And since I'm the only one on here, we'll do this, and then I will announce March's book of the month. So anybody watching the replay, you can see this and be part of this meditation. So I encourage you to take a deep breath and exhale through your nose, or mouth, sorry. Close your eyes if you like. In order to be whole, we must accept all of ourselves. So let your heart open and make plenty of room in there for all the parts of yourself. The parts of you are proud of, the parts that you are proud of, and the parts that you are embarrassed, that embarrass you. The parts you reject and the parts you love, they are all of you. You are beautiful. We all are. When your heart is full of love for yourself, then you have so much to share with others. Let this love now fill your room and penetrate out to all the people that you know. Put the people you want in the center of your room so that they can receive the love from your overflowing heart, from your children to theirs. Now see all the children and all the people dancing as children dance, skipping and shouting and turning and doing cartwheels, filled with amazing joy, expressing all the best of the children within. Let your child go and play with the other child or children. Let your child dance. Let your child feel safe and free. Let your child be all that it ever wanted to be. You're perfect, whole, and complete, and all is well in your wonderful world. And so it is. So if you haven't read the book and you're just watching this to kind of get a feel of what this book is and want to read it, in this meditation, actually, and I should just have you actually, I'm just jumping ahead. Take a deep breath. Exhale through your mouth and just feel the joy. Now let me go back to my what I was just about to comment is in this meditation or this reading, when she mentions child, if you haven't read this or you don't follow what we work with the inner part where there's this child inside of you that has usually come, or it can be called, there's different things. There's like ego, there's different parts of us. And here she's talking with the child within you. So that is what she meant when she says, let your child go play with other children. So it's letting that playful self of you really take hold and really enjoy life and let your child be free. So I hope you enjoyed this book if you're watching the replay later. Also, I have been scheduling the book club at 2:00 Eastern on Thursdays. If that doesn't work for you and you really want to do these book clubs and show up, because I don't need to talk to myself, I would love to hear what you thought of the book. So if you are following along and doing book of the month with me, I would love to hear from you what day or time would work best for you, and we'll see if I can accommodate accordingly. So please let me know. I would love to have a conversation with people instead of just share what I thought of the book, because I'm sure you had a wonderful experience too, or maybe you didn't. I'd love to know. So I hope you enjoyed it. I did. I felt it was a very enlightening read. I really do. It was really wonderful. So it is time to announce March's book. I have had this on the shelf now for, oh man, I think I ordered it when I ordered Louise's book. And if anybody's watching this, you want to know, I always order my books from Amazon. I'm a huge Amazon shopper. I order most things from there just because it's convenient and I can actually put things in a cart and save it for later. And I just really like it. I'm not associated with Amazon at all. I'm just sharing with where I got it. And mine for me is .ca because I'm in Canada. But if you're other places, you can also do .com. And just looking where they ship out to though. .com really does the States, the US, and I'm not sure, they might ship to other places as well. I know I've gotten things from .com, Amazon.com as well. but they don't always ship to Canada. So just keep that in mind. If you're looking for books, there's also here, there's chapters in Kohl's and Indigo and things like that, but for sure, more international, I think Amazon might deliver. And I think they, even certain books are from Hay House as well. So, because I think the next one, did I see it advertised in Hay House? Anyways, here it is. Let's just do it. But this one, this little book has been sitting on my shelf for a few months now, waiting to be revealed. It is A Daily Dose of Women's Wisdom. Now, and that's by Christine Northrup, and I have a hard time pronouncing her last name, so I apologize for butchering it. Okay, so this book, when I first got it, I didn't realize how simple it was, but I'm kind of excited about it. We as moms are busy. Sometimes you can't fit a book in. Maybe you haven't been doing the book of the month because you're like, where am I supposed to fit in a book? By the way, this book was very easy to read. I would read it in small sections throughout. It really kept me centered as a parent throughout the craziness. So, but this book is little, but it's packed with so many amazing things. I've started reading it just to get a feel for it so I could really talk into the next month just a little bit. And what it is, it's literally little paragraphs. And you can read it as you will. So for me, what I've been doing is I will actually just read, like 3 or 4 or 5 pages, or you could read like 1 or 2 a day. I actually have this sitting on my night table, and instead of going for my phone in the morning, I go for this instead. And what the great thing, because my phone, like I'm so tired in the morning that I need to actually focus on something. Meditating is out of the question first thing when I wake up because I will fall back asleep. So to keep my eyes open, I need to read something. So I used to go onto Facebook or just check my emails. And instead, this way, I can fill start my day with really positive things. So yeah, have it by your bedside. And if you read it like all in one day or in 2 days, because that is very doable, I recommend what I'm going to do after is just open it to a page. Women with good friends live the longest. That's awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it, and when I need a little pick me up, just pull the page. So this is really good because then you can fit this in. This is a really easy, simple book. And for me, this is actually, I find this is going to be something that you don't just read and then give it away, or maybe you want to. For me, this is going to be something that I have around for those moments that I just need a little bit of picking up, because it happens. Our days get busy, frustrated, maybe the kids are screaming. All you have to do is open the book and read a paragraph, and it can kind of just shift that mindset for you. So even one of the ones that I really love, where is it? Oh, there's one that really is fun. Sorry guys. Okay. Let's go with today and every day. Use the positive power of your thoughts to consciously create a healthier and more delightful life. So it's a lot, and she is a doctor, so she actually has doesn't say MD. So she does a lot on health as well. But it's also about positive thoughts. And now, because I think her ideal or her target market is actually people in midlife, there's also some things about midlife, but there's still great reminders. And maybe you are in midlife, and that's awesome too. And this book helps. There's one actually I want to share with my mom because I think it's really powerful for midlife. And things like that. Just to know that your life isn't over, that it can actually be at the beginning of something new. So this is, I'm just making sure there's no glare. There we go. This is March's book, and I hope you join me. And I look forward to chatting with you. So next time, hopefully you can come live and we can actually have a discussion. That's my goal here, is to have a discussion around the book, not me just talking about the book, because I can do that anywhere. This is a book club, and I encourage you to come to the next one. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to hearing about your thoughts on this book. And I am actually opening up the conversation, and I would love to know what book you'd like for April. April is spring, so I'd really like to do something that's kind of about taking action, or something cleaning out the space in our house. So if you have any suggestions for April, something that's just kind of, brings things to life, it's a new season, I would love to know what book you would like to read in April. So we'll get those thoughts going, and please reach out to me if you have a book you'd love to read for April. Have a beautiful day.